Welcome everybody to the Div D podcast, calling the Audible. Also could be known as the unreliable podcast, since everyone missed at least 1 week, me included.
It's true.
Now Chapman's off. Ego missed 2 weeks.
Chapman's tired.
No, you're not
working
Chapman.
so hard.
No, you don't. If you're Chapman, you don't say 4 things per show.
You've already spoken more than Chapman has.
That's 2.
I'm hungry. I've already doubled Chapman's
He
speaking.
ate 2 hamburgers during the Division 6 podcast. Division E, sorry.
E. We don't do
E.
We don't do numbers.
E.
Yeah,
A
whatever.
double teen and a regular teen.
I'm so scared right now. Anyhow,
He loves them teens.
how you guys been? I've been missing a week. I don't know what's going on. I missed all the shows.
It was a great show last week. We legit followed the script verbatim. Me and Mo.
I have doubts
Mo and
about
I.
that.
Verbatim we followed.
But knowing Mo, you probably did.
Yeah.
He even read like the topics exactly the way you wrote it.
So,
Nice.
Terry.
Anyways, moving on.
Simon says this segment is called,
That's solid.
and he says, Mo, say
That's
this.
solid.
I did say that. I did say Mo say this. So, Terry Tam, what's your Sportera's best dressed moment of the week?
Best dress moment of the week or the worst dress moment of the week and lack of sportsmanship. You ready? So, Red Raiders in Division B. Okay. Bought 2 jerseys. 2 sets of jerseys. Sorry.
Fair.
Red and white.
And white.
Yeah, they played a team.
Did they buy them for Thortera?
I think that yes, they did.
Of course, because it's our
They're actually pretty
sponsor.
nice. They're old school, but they're pretty nice. And they played against the Fun Boys, who also wear white.
White.
So the Red Raiders are the home team, so they have the choice. So they have the choice. They wear white, right?
Intentionally. Or did they have both sets in their
They
bags?
have both
or some
sets,
people
and then
didn't?
refused to
Well,
wear
maybe-
the red.
Well, maybe they're black. You said white or black. Shoot. Don't give me that look.
White and red.
Doesn't matter. The Fun Boys. have
Anyways,
white.
their other set, right?
So they force the Fun Boys to wear pennies. I know some guys, they think it's an advantage. I don't know what happened
What
in the game.
advantage?
Who won that game finally?
Red Raiders lost.
Red
Red
Raiders.
Raiders. See? They didn't help you. So just, you bought 2 jerseys for a reason. Wear them.
Well, maybe
Be a
some of the guys
sportsman.
didn't have him.
Be a sport. No, they had them all.
Terry, you weren't there.
I was there. I was watching the game. I left early.
Peace. Best dressed moment of the week.
My best dress moment of the week was watching the Alpha T's take on Friends in low places. Jesse Dupuis was well dressed on both the offensive
Yeah, they have
and
nice
defensive
jerseys.
side of the ball. He had an interception. He had another one. He scored as a PD, but basically dropped it.
So
And-
he's like going for like the segue thing where now I can't ask Ego for his best dressed moment of the week.
And he threw 5 touchdowns.
Don't say the
That's very
Spanish
well.
word.
Stop talking.
No.
I'm done.
Stop talking, Chapman.
Best dressed moment of the week, respect to the referees for knowing the rulebook. That's all.
Yeah?
Why do you exist? Why do you have to go there? I know it's relevant to Div D, but we do
Worst
not
dress
care.
moment of the week is referees changing the call after they make a call.
Peace. We didn't ask you. You're not Chapman. 4 lines, remember?
That was the worst dress moment. The
So-
undressed moment of the week is
So-
when they were exposed for not knowing the rules.
So speaking of exposed,
Sex
Junkyard exposed Weapon X this week.
Oh, man.
Absolutely smoked them.
Whatever.
Don't give me that. Don't give me that.
Whatever. 52-0, man.
52-6.
Weapon X had it
Oh, I thought it was a donut.
yet again, and then a quarterback.
They had 3 quarterbacks. No, they didn't have it.
Yeah, but they
I
had
don't
a
know
new.
who it was.
Yeah, I didn't have a jersey, so
Yeah, you
no
didn't have a
stats.
jersey,
But
so-
it was a new guy.
No stats. No stats. We don't care who you are.
Okay.
Am I impressed with this win? Absolutely not. Because Weapon X with a new quarterback, I expect JYD to dominate.
Speaking of unexpected things, could you foresee the outcome of Prestige Worldwide against Les DC
Did I foresee that outcome? No.
being a close game for some reason?
For some
Oh,
odd
it was
reason.
32-18.
Yes, I was expecting like 40-6. To be
No, their
honest.
spread was like 94.
Okay, fair.
No, I mean, I didn't expect it to be 2 touchdown game. I don't know when the
Prestige
last.
Worldwide is struggling or Les DC actually finding.
I think there's in the C finally week 8, right? They started figuring out how to play
They
defense.
have new guys, right?
They have a few new guys. Yeah,
They added a few guys from
Yeah,
Patriot
and
back
this
in the days.
yeah, exactly. And from the Patriot, and Patriot were a good team back then. But I like that. It's something we had mentioned early in the season. If you don't have guys, just bring a few guys that want to try and play the season. You know, some guys are your own 7 at this point, right? So why
Season's
not?
over.
Can't
The
hurt.
season's over, so it doesn't hurt. You might as well try a few friends that wanted to play.
Speaking of few friends who played, Ghost played Les Affreux this week. Friends because they played together. Ghost managed to keep it really close. Lost by 1 point to Les Affreux. I know it's a
Good
story.
job. Good job, Matt Domo.
That's fast.
Good
for a
job,
slow
Matt Domo.
clap.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Domon didn't throw a pick this week, and they won.
He didn't throw a pick.
I actually thought you were sarcastic, but you weren't.
I am sarcastic. Good job, Matt Domo, for not throwing a pick, not pulling a Simon Dagenet, and
Ouch.
throwing interceptions.
Ouch.
I kind of expected this to happen. I'm not. I haven't been big on the
Expected
Ghosts.
Zafra to win.
Yeah, exactly. I've always I expect that Les Affreux, they're a better team overall than the Ghosts are.
Some
Ghosts have struggled all
sources
season.
in Les Affreux said it would be an easy win, and they expected 2-score win. and
Sources. I
they-
wonder which source you have.
well, all of them.
Could he
Someone
be
who's-
a good-looking gentleman that we had spoken about?
No, he's
earlier?
not good looking.
Okay.
He's perhaps the jolliest of the bunch.
He might be jolly. He might be jolly.
Clever.
No, but overall, I know the Ghosts. They kind of called me out and they said, Terry's no respect, not giving me any respect, and I don't.
And that's why.
It's over.
Speaking of no respect, 5-star destroyed more mindless TDs.
I was there for that one. Niall Henderson was just chucking up ducks.
Why is Niall
Hey.
Anderson playing quarterback?
Yes.
I
Good
wouldn't
question.
call that playing quarterback.
Was
Why is-
Chris
Chris Aramian.
Iranian there, or was he missing?
Chris Remian, I don't believe, was there.
He's the usual quarterback.
Because he quarterbacked them
Light-skinned guy.
for the 3 games that they actually were competitive,
Yeah.
and then he missed a few games, and well, yes.
It's usually Ian Heineiber who played quarterback for them, and
Yeah.
I don't know what their team name was in the winter.
Yeah, but they
Black
switched.
Ice.
Yeah, Black Ice.
No,
but
not Black Ice.
But it was initially,
yes, it was.
But
that.
not in the winter, though.
perhaps.
But they
Winter was
switched
something
to Chris afterwards because
Switched to Chris because Ian is
they won
injured.
with him.
Because Ian's injured.
Okay,
Yeah, his
but they didn't
shoulder-
go back to him.
But Ian did play in his game. He even had a catch for 5 yards.
Anyway, I just think that it's right now it's either shit or get off the pot kind of thing,
But
Yeah,
they
'cause
did
they're
say
not out
there'd be
yet.
less TDs, though, so
Oh,
they
okay.
didn't lie.
They wanted more money, but they're not out yet though. They're still in playoff contention. They're still up there. They still have a chance.
Win in the rim.
No, I
this
think
week
that-
they will also not have their QB.
Do you?
Why is
have
that?
the
How do you know that
standings up
inside
for
information?
us? Please.
I have inside information now that I am co-admin for the next
Ooh,
few weeks.
Interesting turn events. Do you have the standing up?
Bum,
for
bum,
us?
bum.
Dum.
Are the standings up on the screen for the people to watch? Thank you very much.
As you can see on your screen, to the left-hand side you have Division D,
To the right-hand
Conference
side.
A. To
Yes.
the right-hand side you have Conference B.
Anyways, you could see from
For
the
the-
yellow name next to yellow spot next to more money the CDs that they're not officially out of the playoffs yet.
Nope. If you're red,
It means you're
then
out.
you suck.
Green means you clinched.
Green means you clinched.
I can't read the messages you give me on the phone. We spoke about this before.
Okay.
So speaking
More
of
money,
things we
less
spoke about
TVs.
before,
Yeah.
Magic City, you expect them to suck, and they've been good this season.
No, they
But
have.
Cinquino struggled this week
Cinquino,
against
pronounce it properly.
Just,
friends in low places. They still won. No, sorry, against the
No.
All Black, and,
There you go.
All Blacks won.
I'm not surprised
25-24.
All Blacks beat the
Yeah, new quarterback too, eh?
cheap version of the 2.5 Dans. But that's pretty much what it is. It's pieces. Chapman has something to say.
Yeah, no, we just
He's not Chapman.
the legal lady actually asked to have a quarterback ready so he can throw this week. So we can expect Lee to be behind center
Sorry.
for
More
get,
money, less
more money,
TDs.
less TDs.
Okay.
So they will score less.
I was about to
TDs.
call them get money and STDs.
Awesome name for this winter.
That's a good name. That's a good team name.
Speaking of
Um,
good team names, you like friends in. No, we're talking about Cinquino
We were just talking
and
about All
Magic
Blacks.
City.
Yeah, we were talking about them.
All Blacks
Magic
had
City.
new quarterback this week. Pierre Rio was not playing quarterback for them,
Who
although
was-
he's been winning.
So who's the quarterback?
Some other guy.
Some other guy.
I'm sorry. I
Some
don't
other
remember.
guy wins his first game at quarterback against the overrated Magic City.
Well, they do at Lapointe and put
it was Jason
Put-
Duchesne who was playing quarterback for All
Thank
Blacks.
you.
There
they
you
did,
go.
They did have Lapointe, Rio, and Carignan as receivers, which are all very solid players.
Of course, very good players.
So-
I've always been a fan of All
Did
Blacks.
you
I've
just
said it all
correct
year.
yourself after anglicizing a name even though
Yes.
you're francophone?
Carignan.
That's bizarre.
Carignan.
Well, at least I corrected myself.
What did you think of 5 stars this week? Oh, no, we already spoke about them.
Yes.
What did you think about their crap team, Hot Boys Hotline, tying? Oh, it's your crap team too. Tying your crap team, Supply and
It's
Command,
so painful
who
to talk
are
about.
on the outside looking in, as you can see on the screen
Yes,
right
we
now,
kinda
at
needed-
7 points going into the playoffs.
Kind of needed the win, and we shut the bed.
It's been frustrating. It's 4 straight weeks of just horrible games.
Chapman, 4 lines a week. That's like literally
He asked
more.
me a question.
No, he looked at me.
Yeah, but nobody cares.
Speaking of things no one cares about, Frosty Bronson's one.
Heyo, that was a tight game. That
Yes.
was a ugly game.
Yeah, it was not enjoyable to watch.
Sure you were
You
there.
there?
Oh man, was it enjoyable to watch? It wasn't enjoyable to play in either. It was bad. It was really bad. We won by 2 points, and basically the first play of the game on their side was a safety. A snap. They pulled a Terry 10. They snapped it for a safety, and that was the story of the game.
Was it the playoffs?
No, it wasn't the playoffs. So they didn't pull a Terry 10.
So it wasn't to lose the game.
So it wasn't an important,
No.
and it wasn't the last play of the game. It was the first play of the game. So you can kind of make up for it. It was a very defensive struggle. You know. It was,
Yeah. Well, struggle is the right
Well,
word.
And does
I
Jerson-
wouldn't say
does
that.
Jerson
I would
have a
say it
voice?
was an offensively inept game.
There you go. That's a good
It
one.
wasn't like,
That's
dude.
It was
man,
a lot
both,
of blown-
both your offenses need to take a little blue pill.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
Doesn't
needed
make sense.
that extra.
yeah, because it's erectilely dysfunctional at the moment.
Defensively dysfunctional.
Both offenses are soft, so to speak.
They're not frosty.
They're not well.
No, well, yes, they're frosty. They're not
frosty.
Bronsons.
They don't do themselves justice.
No, they're not in a league of their own.
So,
They're
when I-
Bronson.
so all terrible. Anyhow,
Can't get away from us.
Yeah, sorry.
so all season we've been talking about Brendan Berkey.
Brendan Burke.
Burke.
Burke. You don't have to pronounce every letter, but it's good.
Anyways, we've
Yeah, Brendan Burke.
been speaking of how well
tough
he's been,
loss, man.
yeah.
Tough loss to the goats.
No points.
man.
4 picks.
First
I
of
know.
all,
I know. Rich Humes wasn't there. But come on, you had Steve Sanders.
I had to look at the score sheet after because it says 26-0. Every time I looked at the score, it was 8-0. I'm like, John, you want to update the score once in a while, man? Like, you know, give me some.
What are
give
you
me some help
doing?
here.
Nothing.
There's like I saw 3 touchdowns, still 8-0. Makes no sense to
They
me.
scored really late there. You don't understand.
Touchdowns of 2 points. No, man, this was a crazy game. No Rich Humes.
Yeah, but they still have
replaced him with
Steve
Steve Sanders.
Yeah, so it's
Steve Sanders didn't play too much offense though, and Rich Humes is a big part of their offense.
yes.
So Steve Sanders was mostly on defense. As good as he is, you know, you're playing on a new team. You're not gonna.
He's not Rich Humes, right?
Yeah, exactly. The chemistry's not there. Rich Humes used to playing with these guys. I'm not worried about the bullies, man.
No, I mean neither. It's just a bad week.
It was a bad week for them.
Berkey threw 4 interceptions.
Yes, that's
That's
terrible.
it, exactly.
So basically, just lost QB of the year.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just threw it away.
almost,
literally so.
almost because I didn't. We were gonna talk about it later, but I didn't have him in my top 3.
Well, he was up there, but now he's
Well, I
not.
mean, he's close, but I like.
Well,
I-
if you had him
I
5
had it-
touchdowns and 4 less picks,
That's
you,
it.
you
I wouldn't
you know?
consider him in my. Like I didn't consider him this week in my.
And the last one on the docket,
Zoo
Pandas.
caged the pandas.
yes,
Well,
Well-
are you surprised by that?
a
I
bit.
just wanted to use that
Well,
pun.
Pandas were back up, and Frankie's not there. What do you expect out of Pat LaFave at
Pat
quarterback?
Lefebvre is arguably a better quarterback than Frankie.
What the hell
No,
are you
no,
smoking,
no,
man?
No.
Are you on crack?
Look, I don't know.
I
I
think
don't
so.
think.
Look
I
at him.
don't think. There's
Like you don't think it's that much of a
I
step
don't think
off?
it's that much of a difference. I think
Okay.
that like
It's
I'm
different.
saying,
All right.
I think you can make an argument for either guy.
Okay.
No, it's different.
You're clearly on.
Yes.
Pat LaFave
Fact.
takes shots deep way more often than Frankie does.
Okay.
You're clearly on some
And,
Like,
and Pat
yeah.
LaFave
Also,
doesn't
No,
have the
but-
chemistry Frankie does with Saint-Amand.
That's it.
these guys have all played together for 1,000 years.
because they are 1,000 years old.
Yes, all including Pat
Um,
Lefebvre. No, I'm sorry, but Pat Lefebvre's a good quarterback.
I
And,
never
like,
said it wasn't
he's
good.
okay.
I don't.
listen,
I
he's-
don't think there's a
he's a-
world of difference between him and
he
Frankie.
is a capable quarterback.
Yeah, but do you expect him to
He's
throw
not
260
close to being
yards?
as Frankie.
No, I wouldn't expect it this. Well, against Pandas maybe though.
Pandas have a good defense, just their offense is.
You can see that by the 40 points they allowed.
The only reason Pandas win is when a score keep them.
Hey, that's
score
a sign
keep
of a
them
great
twice.
defense, man. 40 points.
Pandas score keep them twice. 2 wins.
in Atlanta.
They have a cursed name though.
Yeah.
I know. At least they have a win, though.
They do.
So speaking of winning, it's time
Fuckers.
for the.
No, honestly, you know what was a good game? I just want to talk about it. It was the Saint Lunatics against Only Zampege.
yes, yes, I heard about it.
That
I
was.
wasn't
It came basically down to the last play.
Tell me this: what
the
were,
only-
were you there?
Yeah, I was there.
Why was not Dominic playing quarterback? Benevento.
I don't know, but
He played quarterback the whole season.
But Sanchez won quarterback. I think Sanchez is a better quarterback.
Yeah, but he was there 1 week. He literally came in 1 week.
I think
And
that
Benevento was present. He played receiver.
Just look at
He had a
Sanchez.
monster week.
I don't know
4
why.
touchdowns.
I didn't. I spoke to Dom after. I didn't ask him the question. I mean, whatever. It wouldn't have changed anything. But Sanchez, if you look at his stats, he doesn't get any receiving yards. Doesn't get any catches. There's no point for. He's basically useless out there. But Dom, as a receiver,
He's very good.
he's very good. And Sanchez, as a quarterback, is
So
better
you
than
think
Dom.
St. Lunatics is better with him, with that switch?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
I do. And they kept it close against a really good offense in Only Zampege. And it brought it down to the last play. And they were missing guys. Obviously, okay, they brought in Jonathan Grizzly.
Really?
Helped. Yeah, they did. Jonathan Grizzly played that game.
He had 5 catches
Help.
for 35 yards an hour.
Yeah, helped a bit. But they also had 3 Frankie Martella, who is, you know, he's played in the league before, so he's not bad. But they had two newbies. Like 2 new guys that never played flag football before. One
that's
rushing
tough.
and another guy playing defense. So
That's tough.
so it's tough, you know, and I think that was the story of the game. St. Lunatics should have had that game. If they had their full roster, I think they would have. I mean, there's no reason why you have. Then you're playing man and you're getting burnt by the
You get because you have 2 guys that never played before.
That's it, exactly. So anyway, I think St. Lunatics should have had that game.
So moving on to having things.
Moving on up.
Ranking things?
Yes, well, we're speaking of awards, so technically you're gonna have a trophy, but it was a tough one.
Stretch.
Awards.
So
Awards.
we've decided to give our yearly awards right now for the
Awards.
season instead of week 10 because
Awards.
we're gonna announce it officially. But this is unofficial awards
Okay, let
from
me-
Terry Tam.
Let me get mine.
An official what, Terry?
Awards.
So Terry announces who wins, and we get to dispute
So this
whether
is
or not we
this is
agree
how
with it.
this is. So if anybody watches the podcast that I'm involved in every season, this is how it works. We all calibrate,
Mm-hmm.
all of us,
Yes.
all 11 media members or whatever we are.
We're not
We all
allowed number one.
calibrate. We submit our vote. We submit it to the commissioner, Rob.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rob then takes that paper,
Mm-hmm.
Simo.
he throws it out, throws it in the garbage,
Yeah.
and then picks his own players.
Yes. 100%.
That will not be the case this year.
Because
Simon will be
this guy, this clown face,
What's gonna happen is I'm gonna submit the
This-
list of who wins to the guy who makes the trophies, and then I'm gonna ask you Terry Time who should win, and I'm gonna tell you, well,
And so
I
you
agree
get an
with you,
input.
but I
But
already submitted. It's too late.
That's it, yeah. So you'll pull a
I'm
Rob.
pretty sure that's what
Campan.
Rob does. It's like he ordered them already.
Yeah.
He ordered them in week 7.
Come on, Terry.
so-
You know, I can't, Terry. I can't call the guy and take it away. You know,
I already did the trophy. I can't change it. I'm not gonna make a new one, Terry. Come
Terry,
on,
as much as I'd like to, involve all these guys, but you know, it's just not possible. You
And
know,
I know you're a good guy. and-
Terry. Terry,
no
you're a good
refund.
guy.
Yeah.
Terry, you're a good guy. And I really.
You know what
Come
it
on,
is, Terry?
Terry, come
I've
on.
seen you and I. You're a good guy, but at the end of the day, I make the award decision. Simone has a say in it, as is PZ and Mocon. It becomes a very big thing.
Guys, it's my league.
you know, Terry.
Don't tell me what to do.
Terry. It's my league, and
This is what
I don't
happened
care what
in
you.
the
I don't care.
No,
what you have to
I
say.
never heard him say that before. It's my league.
It's my league. I
I've
don't
never
care what you
heard
have to
that.
say. No,
No, but he says it with his eyes.
Oh,
Yeah. when he
Yeah.
rolls it.
when he rolls that.
So
Okay, so my awards. We start with the least important wide receiver.
okay,
Okay, this pains me, man.
I know,
This one pains me more than anything.
but
But so far this season, my receiver of the year, from the 2.5 dabs, number 17, Joey Taylor. 40 catches, 503
he
yards,
has good stats.
14 touchdowns. He's got great
We'll
stats.
be honest, his stats are really good. And the guys ahead of him, they higher division.
They higher division, exactly.
Even
so
Patsy Nama?
Pat Saint-Amand is...
No, because he gets the most prestigious
let us finish.
Yes.
All right, I just had a question.
He's gonna
'Cause
get.
he's also ahead. Relax.
He's gonna get the
Our-
better one.
Our runner-up, for my runner-up is a man we spoke about earlier, J.D. Jolly, 34 catches, 453 yards, and 13 touchdowns of Les
I sent him a message with saying this is what we're gonna send the show. He's like, it pains me to see it.
QB of the year. I gotta get. You know what? It wasn't as definitive as I thought, as you would
To me, it's
think.
close.
But I have Jonah Cohen.
Okay.
Okay, that's for sure. 61.5 passing percentage, 1,555 yards, 40 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and 109.2 QB rating.
That's a good.
My
stat
second
line.
place is different from yours.
Okay, go on.
My second place is my man Jeremy Anderson. The reason why is because he's thrown 4 interceptions all year, 72, almost 73% completion rating, and 125.9 QBR, which is impressive on its own. With
Does he have
34
a-
touchdowns,
Does he have enough touchdowns and yardage?
34 touchdowns, and 1,300,
34 is a bit
1,336
low,
yards.
though.
But
It's a game below Cohen.
but it's a more of an efficiency thing. But he's
Yes.
not my winner, right? So
Yeah.
I think it's
I
unanimous.
had,
Jonah Cohen so far. is the-
Nicolas Schaffer from On les Empêche.
Yeah.
Because of his, if we add up his rushing stats on top of his passing stats, he's 1,475 yards,
Yeah.
37 combined touchdowns, and 7 picks
Yeah.
for QB rating.
So
of
still
100.
less.
Slightly less
touchdowns
than
than John
Cohen,
Cohen.
so yes, he's runner up. He's not
But
running.
what about we also do consider the games played for the awards. Is Jordan Present still in the conversation, given that he played 2
No.
less games?
If he
No.
comes back and plays the last 2, so he gets 8, yes. But if you only have 6,
No, because I think he's
It's
already
too much of a
he's
small
already at like
sample.
8 interceptions.
He's at 4 interceptions.
4? Okay.
And 73% completion.
to me, if you
Alright.
get like 9 games,
No, I understand.
we're gonna
I'm saying,
average.
let's say if he play less 2 games and plays
Yes.
well. So let's say he
Yes.
puts up 5 touchdowns.
So if he keeps up what he's been doing,
39 touchdowns.
The-
He
the
obviously
story-
won't catch Jonah
in
Cohen.
eight-
Story might change.
Yeah.
But in 8 games,
if he does come back
39,
and play the
40
last
touchdowns.
Go,
Pretty
two,
yeah,
impressive.
points per game kind of thing.
there, he has a chance. Yes.
Yeah, I think so. I think you put him in the conversation, and I mean, if I don't vote for him, maybe he'll win. So we'll go defensive before we go 2A. So my defensive player of the year so far is my boy from Prestige Worldwide, formerly of Game Changers, Paul the Mustache Santash, with 11 tackles, 6 interceptions, and 7 pass deflections which was my key 7 pass deflections. Runner-up would be Marc-Antoine Pereda of Les Indécis, who single-handedly is making that defense look somewhat good. 18 tackles, 6 interceptions, and 7 pass
One-man
deflections as
show.
well for him.
To me, I have a guy from Sabre FC, Saint-Anne-de-Bellevue Rugby Football Club,
Yeah.
Kyle McGuigan.
McQuiggan, man.
McGuigan?
Jeez.
Terrible at names. I'm like Mo Khan, but worse. 39 tackles, 5 picks. 39 tackles, 5 picks, and 2 pick sixes.
Yeah, no, it's pretty impressive.
It's almost as many picks as your guy, but
He's
like
got 2
3 times
touchdowns.
it.
You're
3
not
times the
considering
tackles.
Jesse Dupree for this award?
That's another point.
I
Wait till we
have-
finish.
Yes, we have him lower because you have the script and you could scroll down. But
No, I'm not doing that.
Why
my runner-up is a rusher.
It's a waste of internet.
Yes.
It's a waste
Why
of
would I
data.
do that? Why would I pay attention?
So my two-way is right now, is Pat Saint-Amand.
Yeah.
47 catches, 575 yards, 15 touchdowns. On defense, he has
14 touchdowns. You're bad at this.
I have 15 touchdowns. Okay, maybe 14. I could be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. 22 touchdowns, 22 tackles, 9 interceptions, 2 pass deflections, and 1 pick 6.
9 interceptions. That's a lot of picks, man.
In 8
Actually,
games.
Simon Dagenet is the wrongest person in the world. He has 15
It's
touchdowns.
15. I'm right.
Interesting
Yeah, I
turn of
knew
events.
it.
You might have changed my script.
Maybe,
And
you,
my-
maybe you should get better at reading the internet.
And start
No,
using that data. It's only
Wikipedia.
air. It's air.
I'm pulling on LeBron. I don't use that.
Jesse Dupree is my runner-up.
Yes, me too.
950 yards passing, 32 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 95.1 QBR, 272 rushing yards, and 4 touchdowns. It's huge. 23 tackles, 7 INTs, 4 pass deflections, and 1 pick 6.
So basically, your argument for him as a defender with 7 picks,
Well,
but he
my
also
thing
has
is
good.
if he's not
passer.
going to win the two-way player of the year, he definitely has to be in the conversation for defensive player of the year.
Well, yes, but we had him in the conversation for 2-way. I don't want to give like more notice to more.
No,
people.
I know what Pease is saying. I know what Pease
Yes.
is saying. It's more
If he
of
doesn't
a-
win 2-way, then we'll get him into defensive player of the year. But at this point, I feel he's really up there for 2-way
Right.
because
Yeah.
he doesn't have that much yardage, but
But-
his amount of touchdowns is ridiculous.
But I like the 3-way factor
And
that
the
is
4
rushing yards.
touchdowns as well.
I like, exactly. The
Yeah.
3-way factor, if you want to call it that. Because
Triple-way
it's
threat.
rushing. Yeah, triple threat, for sure.
triple weight threat.
And honestly, his
Triple
numbers
way.
his numbers don't
Triple
show
way.
it. His numbers don't show, but I wanted to
It's
just kind of
defense
like
is good,
just
man.
kind of like a I think I spoke about him a couple weeks ago, but a guy who is very underrated. You'll see him score a touchdown on the Instagram this week. and it's
Matsiol?
Matsiol, yeah. Man,
Yeah, check it out on Instagram.
Automatic.
There's 2 very good videos this week.
there's a few.
Well, but this week,
Rob made a few.
yes.
There's
but he only
one-
posted 2, I think.
No,
Good
there's-
conversation, guys.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, let's watch him. All right, let's go next.
Speaking of cool things, Blue
Things.
Devils are playing against more money less TDs. Loser goes home. Winner stays in the race. Blue Devils are at 2-6. More money less TDs are at 3-5. We could bring up the standings, but Eagles is lazy, so we won't.
Screw you.
Blue
man.
Devils has been struggling without Julien Payman playing for them. As a rusher, he makes their defense better. Offensively, he gives Gianfranco an option. Sorry, Pat Riot for some reason.
Patriot.
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 He gives them an option offensively.
Is that what it is? Patriot?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a Patriots fan. It's not very good.
It took you this long to figure that out?
I thought it was just some dumb name, like
This-
like a porn star name he created when he was a kid or something.
Patrick
Wow.
Riot.
Pat Riot.
Riot.
It's a good
No.
porn name.
More money
Peter
less
Riot.
TDs. I have
My
17.
junk. Sorry, go.
It's a kid show.
The riot stick.
More money less TDs.
It's a
have
family show, guys.
17 picks
what
in
happens
8
when Peace
games,
comes on.
but they only scored 25 touchdowns.
Okay.
Do you realize
Terrible.
how ridiculous this is?
That they can't.
Oh,
They
17
can't
picks
score.
is
They can't
amazing.
score when they get the ball back.
Yeah.
So your defense gives you the ball,
And you
cannot
just
score.
throw it away.
I've been a part of those offenses
So-
where I was the quarterback.
Which so which offense needs to have the bigger game? Blue Devils or more money less TDs?
Blue Devils for sure.
So
No, I'm not.
can
impressed
either of these teams?
He throws worse than Joey Taylor, Vinny Golano, and Simon Dagenet put together.
Oh,
That's bad.
That's
They got the
that's
rocket launcher. You got the guy whose hands are too small for the ball, and the guy who taps the ball every time he throws. Put all those together.
It's like having a sandwich with corn in hand. It doesn't make any sense.
Hey, whoa.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Some good stuff right
Can
there.
any of these
terrible.
teams?
Cats up.
Can any of these teams make any sort of noise in the playoffs, or are they one and done? If either of these teams win out the rest of the season and make the playoffs, can either of these teams make?
Absolutely not.
If Julien Payman is there,
No, even if he's there.
Prediction for this team, for this game, sorry.
I'm going to go more money less CDs by 4.
Quick prediction piece.
Blue Devils by 11 because
11.
because I don't have faith in Islanders in the quarterback.
Speaking
No
of having faith in team, Sticky Hands are playing Pandas. Well, listen, Sticky Hands, they have players, man. I like the roster.
They have a good. They have a few
But they're
good players.
1-7.
Yeah, they have a few good.
Now, Nicolas Saho's playing quarterback for them. He's back from injury.
He cannot hold the ball without
Yes.
having a hockey mitt in his hand.
Well, he does. He still has a tape on his finger, but he's all right.
players. Okay, so
Sticky Hands
do they go
go
3-7?
home with a loss. Pandas,
Pandas,
clinch with a win.
Pandas. It's crazy they can clinch with 3 wins. man.
yes. Pandas were 0-5. Got
actually,
2
no.
wins back-to-back games.
I'm gonna go Pandas on this one.
because I'm their good luck charm. But I'm not scorekeeping this game, so I might lose.
So they're gonna lose.
What happens here? Pandas,
Um,
can they actually do something? Because every time Karoof goes on short passes, he completes most of his passes. They grind and they score.
And
And
I've tried to take a
Karoof
shot
looks
deep.
the part as quarterback,
Oh,
right?
he's
Yes.
got great mechanics.
But every time he
he
goes
plays,
deep,
junior, he plays junior as a quarterback.
every time he goes deep, terrible ball. Nobody can catch it. It goes incomplete and goes 3 and out.
I
Every
wouldn't
time
say
he
it's
just
a terrible ball. I just think that he overestimates his receivers.
or he's not accurate.
Well, that could be too.
The guy runs a go and he hits him so far inside the guy doesn't get there.
Alright.
Anyways,
I'm gonna go Pandas here.
Pandas beat Sticky Hands.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. It'll be.
Sticky Hands kept they're really close this week, eh?
Yeah, and they have a few good defensive players. You know, like Richie Mondesir is on that team, and
Kevin Gauthier,
Kevin Gauthier.
Nick
There's another
Saho, Alexis Lamonté.
Lamonté, and you know they're good. I don't know. I just don't. I'm not
Think Panda's
impressed.
gonna write it?
I think Pandas will edge out a close one.
I
Buy
think
or sell?
6-2.
Buy or sell Ryan Karoof or Nicolas Saho? You buy Ryan Karoof as a quarterback from now on till
I
the
buy
playoffs.
with a better receiving core.
Do you buy in Nicolas Saho?
Yes,
I do.
Absolutely.
I do as well.
With a better receiving core as well. I mean, he
Yeah.
doesn't have
Predict this
Much
team.
more.
Predict this game for me, please.
prediction. I'm gonna go Pandas by. It'll be 6-2.
No, Sticky Hands win this by 10 points.
4-2. 3 safeties. No, it's impossible. I'm not playing.
16-4.
I'm not snapping.
You're not Mo.
For both teams.
You're not Mo. 13
If I
points.
snap for both teams, it'll be 4-2.
Or Mo looks at you, he's like, yeah, 17. Mo, how do
17.
you do 17?
There's no 17, Mo.
Stop being a football player. Last game on the docket, 2.5 dabs against Get Off My D.
Get off my dude.
Winner most likely clinches their division
Whatever.
and the bye week because in Div D there's 4 teams per conference who has byes. So it does play into factor where you don't have to play 2 games. So the first one's on Sunday, second one's on Tuesday. So if you have 2 games in 3 days, or yes, Division D playoffs, the first round
playoffs,
is
okay.
on Sunday.
You know, crap.
Second round's on Tuesday. So everybody that gets a bye doesn't play on Sunday.
Playoffs.
Playoffs?
Playoffs.
You kidding me? I just
No.
hope we can win a game.
I wasn't kidding you.
Okay. 2.5 dabs against.
2.5 dabs against Get Off My D. Get Off My D are basically a 1-2 punch with Marty Freeman and Jadaridi. They combined for
1-2 punch.
72%
It's a
of his
1.5
yardage
punch.
and TDs. They're basically just covered them.
He has.
Somehow.
He has. I think he has 50% of the catches so far this year on the team.
Well, they have most of the yards and touchdowns.
No, Jadaridi has 50% of the
yeah,
catches.
it's ridiculous.
And
2.5 dabs. That's 19 picks in 8 weeks. I don't know if it's most of the division, but it should be up there because
No, they're-
19 is a lot.
they're
So
good.
much
They're a good
research.
defensive team for sure.
I'm gonna say 2.5 dabs or 2.5, and 1-2 punch is less numerically. So 2.5 dabs.
2.5 is always higher than 1.2. You know what? I'm gonna
Break
go.
this down. What's going to happen?
Okay, what's gonna happen here? You ready?
I'm ready as I can be.
Okay, so I don't know what's gonna happen.
Cool.
Well,
Clearly, I don't know what's gonna
I
happen.
ask you to do it, and you can't.
No. So this is what I think is gonna happen.
One job.
Okay, so this is what I think is gonna happen. Or I think that should happen. Okay, I think that you put Jad defensively right on Joey Taylor, just all day. Let him follow him around.
Right on Joey Taylor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let him follow him around. Just chill right there. Take away Eric's number 1 receiver. Then you have Marty. Actually, who else is
Marty
trying to think of
Freeman?
the rest of the defense? on J-
Marty
get
Freeman?
off my D. Yeah, sure. But Danny McPhee is isolated at that point, and then he's done.
Does Mo Azab play for them? Yes, he does.
Yeah,
Mo
he
Azab
does.
does play for
But
them.
he's not really good defensively.
No, he's a better
Zig
defensive
it.
than offensively.
What?
He's a good defender.
Yeah, he's alright. But anyway, you put Jad on Joey, game's over. Game's over.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
But
you like your
I
boy
still
Eric.
think Danny's
doesn't
dangerous though. Just
Of course
to,
he is.
To leave him
with Joey throwing him the ball.
fair.
But she did say Eric is a better quarterback.
than Joey.
Like 3 weeks ago.
Nobody can figure out the dance. Okay, so this is the way I see it. Eric is a better quarterback than Joey,
Except for when they play
except for when they play quarterback. Joey's a better receiver, except for when he's catching the ball. And Danny is a good rusher only when he's playing receiver.
Obviously. Facts. Facts, Terry.
Facts from Terry. They don't make sense, but they do make sense.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah. Anyway, prediction
So,
for this game?
prediction- Yes, please.
I'm gonna say 2.5 dabs.
By score.
By score of, I'll go 8.
8.
Yeah, 8.
Mathematically, they will win by half a point. Again, we've discussed it already. 2.5 is greater than 2.
Is gooder than 2? Is that what you said?
But 2.5 dabs in a close one.
2.5 dabs is gooder than 2.
Gooder than 2.
Gooder than
Final
2.
thoughts, Peas.
Tots.
We need to be up early tomorrow.
Final thoughts,
I do.
Teledam.
I need to be up early tomorrow.
Why? No one cares.
I work at 8.
You have a work at 8. It's not even close to early. Final
right.
thoughts, Eagle.
Tots.
Can we leave now?
Yeah, it's done. 10 o'clock, baby.
And
That's
final
the show.
sign off.
Salut la visite.
Salut la visite.
Yo, guys, peanut butter is amazing.